Welcome to Positive Atheism English channel. Today in our program, My Life with Gora, an autobiography of Srimati Saraswati Gora, I am going to continue the topic Unusual Events in Masulipattnam from where I have left in the last episode. I gave birth to two children in Masulipattnam. I had a son in December 1936. Just 3 months after the boy was born, there were countrywide elections in February 1937. Congress participated in those elections, won in Sindh, Punjab, all the provinces which were then under the British rule except Bengal, Madras Presidency, Bombay Presidency, Central Provinces, Berar, Orissa, Bihar, United Provinces, Assam and the Northwestern Provinces and formed ministries. They had to arrange for ministries aligning themselves with the Muslim League in Sindh, Punjab and Bengal. The Muslim League did not have much of a chance in the Northwest Frontier province because Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, who became famous as the Frontier Gandhi, had an enormous influence. But the Muslim League had the majority in Sindh, Punjab and Bengal provinces. In those elections, only Muslim voters voted for the Muslim candidates. The contesting and voting was done on the basis of religion. The Muslim voters must vote for the Muslim candidates who were either Congress candidates or Muslim League candidates. Like the Muslims, Sikh voters too voted for Sikh candidates on the lines of religion. Sikh voters voted for Sikh candidates either from Congress or from Akali Dal. Voters other than the Muslims and Sikhs voted en masse. They would set up a candidate for that group. In such elections, Congress showed its strength not only through Satyagraha but through the votes and gained great victory. To commemorate it, we named our second boy born in December 1936 as Vijayam, that means victory. In those elections, not everyone was entitled to vote as they are now. Only those who paid property tax or income tax or those who were educated could vote. In the Indian population, at that time, since there were many people and many illiterates, very few people could vote. There were no symbols for the parties. They would set up colored boxes. I remember that the yellow colored boxes were for Congress and the blue colored ones for the Justice Party. Similarly, Muslim League had green boxes. In the polling booths too, there were boxes like these covered with different colored papers. In those elections, an important contest was between the Congress Party and the Justice Party in Madras. The Justice Party favored British rule. Primarily, princes and jamindars belonged to that party. The Rajas of Bobbali, Pittapuram, Challapalli and Venkatgiri were its prominent leaders in the Andhra region. The Justice Party campaigned with great pomp in the elections, spending a great deal of money. The Congress workers went from house to house and campaigned requesting to place the vote in the yellow box. Since I just delivered a boy, I couldn't go out to campaign for the Congress Party, but my lady friends used to visit and report enthusiastically all the news of the election campaigning. Many women campaigned for Congress in those elections. There were few women in the Justice Party election campaign. Workers were hard to find to campaign for it. They paid coolies to go in parades. People talked about this strange practice. I did not go to my parents' home for delivery when Vijayam was born. The previous 4 deliveries took place in Vijayanagaram in my parents' place. But I didn't want to go to Vijayanagaram this time. There were some difficulties in my parents' home at that time. That's why even my mother couldn't come to Masulipattnam for my delivery. In place of her, Aunt Venkamma came. A strange incident happened when Aunt Venkamma came. To come to Masulipattnam by train, you must change trains in Vijayawada. Gora went to Vijayawada to meet her there and bring her home to Masulipattnam. But he never saw Aunt Venkamma. He only knew her as my mother's sister. Venkamma was a widow. Widows wore a white saree covering their shaven head. Gora assumed that a middle-aged widow getting off the train from Visakhapatnam was Venkamma, said hello to her respectfully, seated her in the train to Masulipattnam and started a conversation. She too was to be picked up by her son-in-law and taken to Masulipattnam. So the context was similar, but after the conversation proceeded a bit, the truth of the matter was revealed. Gora quickly went to the platform on which the train from Visakhapatnam stopped and looked for Venkamma. Venkamma was sitting there totally lost. Gora asked her whom she was looking for. He confirmed that she was indeed my aunt Venkamma and brought her home. We used to talk about this incident for as long as she stayed with us and laugh. It's of course natural for anyone to make mistakes in small details like that. In 1939, we had another son after Vijayam. I did not go to my parents for this delivery either. To help me with the delivery, my mother came to Masulipatnam. She brought with her the 3 children of my dead brother. And from here, I shall continue in the next episode again. Thank you.
For more videos, please subscribe to our Positive Atheism English channel presented by Samaram channel, which has 21 crore views. Please like, subscribe and share our videos, and for notification of our new videos, please click the bell icon.